What's good, y'all? So it's Saturday when I'm recording this, and one of the things that I like to do on the weekend is look for different companies to pitch my music to. So sometimes that comes down to just doing research, but I also have like a pretty much this master spreadsheet that I use. So it's got about like 150 or so. This is like a combination of music supervisors, music libraries, publishing companies, all of that. And basically, what I do, like I just name, title, like so what they are, what shows they work on, genre, et cetera, and date contacted. So pretty much what I do, and let me actually filter that right quick. Um, what I'll do is like kind of go back through. So as you can see, I got some going back to like 2024. It looks like one from 23. Some of these probably I need to go through and like take off the list. One thing that you kind of find when you're doing a lot of research is a lot of these companies, have shut down over time or things like that. So that could be the case as I've done more research on some of these companies. Some of them don't do hip hop, which is my primary genre. So kind of like, all right, I'll take this off, or maybe if I have something specific for them, I'll reach out. But pretty much, I'm gonna go through this list. And actually, one thing that I do is look at different shows and stuff that are coming up. So I have, let me go to Claude real quick. Let me see, projects, music production. Okay, outreach targets. So this hasn't updated in a while. I had the pro plan of Claude, but I felt like I wasn't really using it enough. So I went back to the free plan. But basically, when I had the pro plan, what I would do is I had a prompt that I would schedule it to run once a week. So analyze list of target libraries. So that was one prompt, but I had a separate prompt which I don't. Let's see. Probably can't get to it right now, but basically, I kind of would use Claude to look. So let's say I may have it. Let's see. Give me a list of 5 to 10 TV shows, American audiences, expected to air this fall. So I say shows with like a large African American audience, just because with me primarily doing hip hop and R&B, those are typically genres that African Americans are going to listen to. Obviously, white people listen to those as well. But in terms of like targeting TV shows, the TV shows that are geared towards African Americans or Black people are going to be the shows that typically use more hip hop or R&B. I'm not gonna run this prompt right now just because it's gonna spit out some shows that I already have like on my list. But basically, I would do this, and then I would fill out the prompt a little bit more just to make it a little bit more in depth. And I would do that to like figure out what shows are coming back to air. Um, and so there's some in 2025. There's a lot in 2025 that I haven't reached out to this year. Kind of as I go through more and more of these companies, and that's one of the things that you'll find out like as you pitch is that like some of them, maybe they're not as active, or maybe it's just not worth the effort to pitch to them. But I do go through and still look through these just to see, like, okay, I haven't reached out in a while. Maybe I should. So let's see. Let's find one on here. Okay, so this Sugaroo, for example. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, to 1999. So basically, what I do is just kind of go through, look at the placements. So let's see. And honestly, I don't know how long ago these ads ran. I see something from Creed 3, which was definitely some years ago. So let's see if I can pull up the Instagram. Okay, Daredevil Born Again season 2, April 2nd. Okay, cool. Okay, so it looks like they do still have stuff going on. A lot of times, and it varies company to company because some companies don't really use Instagram or social media like that. But personally, I like to check Instagram as like a backup just to see what they have going on. That being said, what I typically would do is go through and listen to some of these. So let's see. So like, I really wouldn't make anything like that. Let me see what this
Finally,
is.
a co host who doesn't speak. Amazing.
Let's unpack a scary good.
Okay, not my vibe. Not my vibe. So I'm not going to go through the full process here, but basically, if I was to hear something that I feel like, would be my vibe or would fit in what I do, then from there, I'd say, I would reach out. One of the things that I've heard from different conferences and just talking to people, even music supervisors, is definitely trying to have like subject lines that stick out and things like that. So, um, sometimes they'll say just put artist submission such and such in the subject line, but if not, I may say congrats on such and such placement, or I may say, um, if you're looking for upbeat hip hop, if you're looking for high energy hip hop music, something like that. So that way, with the subject line, they immediately know what's going on, or it'll be something to catch their attention.